come?
Well, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was on the road to Northern Ontario,
Yeah.
Sudbury and Thessalon, visiting the kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
So it was good. I managed to get a few runs in. Did a run along Lake Huron. Beautiful.
Okay.
The ice is still on the lake, pretty chilly, but
Wow.
yeah. But anyway, lovely run in Thessalon, and then in Sudbury just did some runs just outside the city.
Yeah.
Which was good. But the big highlight.
Okay.
The highlight was on Sunday, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yeah.
The Sudbury Rocks marathon, half marathon, 10K, 5K, and 1K.
Right.
And I had signed up with my granddaughter Autumn. 14 years old, our first official race.
Yeah.
I better go through it with you because
which distance?
A 5K.
5K.
5K. Yeah. No, we agreed the 5K. So anyway, yeah, good turnout, beautiful morning in Sudbury, and I met my old friend Vince Purdue, who is basically the organizer of the race, and yeah, we had it all lined up. So basically with Autumn we decided to, and we ran with her dad Ross and little sister Alice, which was cool.
Yeah.
So we decided that Ross and I and Autumn would start together, so middle of the pack kind of thing.
Okay.
And yeah, the gun went off and we started to run. It was an out and back.
Yeah.
So the three of us did the out section, and then Ross decided to head in on his own, which was fine. So I said, okay, well, Autumn and I will kind of run in together, which is kind of nice. You're running with your granddaughter.
Yeah, yeah.
So with a kilometre to go, I said to Autumn, Autumn, how about we cross the line together, holding hands, hands in the air. One of those kumbaya moments.
Yeah.
You don't get them very often, right?
No. Yeah.
But wouldn't that be lovely? We cross the line, get a couple pictures for Banana Sue, and yeah, I thought it'd be awesome.
Right.
So we we're running along, and we do the final turn. The crowd's kind of on the side, and it was kind of cool. 100 meters to go. She puts the hammer down.
Oh.
She put the hammer down, Moke. Now.
She left you.
Well, she tried. No, she tried, Moke. You know me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let her win. I mean, come on. No, kids, you got to treat them with respect. So I kind of put the jets on.
Right. Okay.
And I think she was a bit surprised because she is qualified for her school, Marymount School, for the 1200 meter.
Yes.
So she's going to, I think it's whatever, provincials or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's got a little bit of a sprint in her, but I gave it my all, Moke. You'll be proud of me.
Okay. I want to see some video of this.
Well, I've got a couple pictures. I look like I'm just about passed out, but we crossed the line together, so that was super cool.
Okay.
And then we checked the results, and dead heat.
It was actually really
dead heat. 36 minutes, 24 seconds each.
Right.
A dead heat.
Right. Yeah.
So all I can say is nicely done, Autumn, granddaughter Autumn, nicely done, and till the next time. Yeah. Because I won't fall for that one again. All right. No, the old. Let's hold hands and then put the hammer down. So it was a wonderful weekend. Great race. So the folks in Sudbury and Vince and the gang did a fantastic job. So that was good. So it was sort of it was a special time. But from a training point of view, the ankle felt good. So
cool.
back now to the Tuesday run, the Thursday fartleks. I think we have lined up.
That's
the whole session. 8 times 3 minutes. Yep. At a pretty fast speed, and then 2 minutes slightly slower. So
that's right. Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, we're heading towards
next event.
The next event, a big one.
Yeah,
a big one.
Around here, it's the big one.
It's around here, it's the big one. So it's the Calgary Marathon weekend.
Yeah.
With the marathon, the half, I guess a 10 and a 5 is the basic.
There's a 50k as well.
There's a 50. That's right.
See that.
Yeah, they've had the 50k going for a few years now. So, but I'll be giving the 5k a shot. Mm-hmm. And let's just see what we can do. Yeah,
I think we're looking for improvement, right? We're looking for something improved and better from where
from Airdrie. Yeah, absolutely.
But we're heading in the right direction.
That's right. And I think I'm feeling good about that. I think get my head in the game for the race. But this weekend do a Saturday club run. And then a Sunday, we'll do a 2-hour run, kind of a long run. So
yes.
Yeah, but I mean the weather's flipped.
It just suddenly
there is spring. It like goes winter. One day is spring, summer. It's crazy. It's just
it's
so now it's just cooking here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been running in the mornings. I just find it too hot.
Yeah, it was like 32, I think.
Yeah.
Yesterday or the day before, it was 32.
Yeah, so that's kind of good. I feel like I'm on the path still. We'll keep going. I guess our friend Bernard has had an interesting time the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, side story there, but it's moving forward quite nicely with him. So he'll be racing the half marathon in Calgary in 10 days' time. So and then we move forward on that plan to the marathon and the various stages of his marathon.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
Training.
I mean, we did the big fundraiser just a little while ago, which has allowed him to train full time now.
Yeah, starting from this week,
he'll be
from
full time training. So, interestingly, the race at the Calgary Marathon, the half marathon, is the Canadian Championships.
It is, yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting test.
Yes, it will.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see how.
We'll really know where he's at then.
Yeah, see how that all works out. So. No, you're feeling good. One thing I'm going to ask you then, because we've suddenly come to summer.
Yes.
Okay. Running in the heat. I mean, there's some obvious things to do. Give us some thoughts on, running in the heat, either training.
Yes.
And racing. Just a couple of thoughts.
I mean, on the racing, you can't do a lot because it's out of your control, of course. The weather on the day and then when the race actually happens. If you get lucky, the race might be like the Calgary Marathon starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. So that's good for those guys because you've got a chance at 7 a.m.
That's right.
But we had this kind of weird weather thing where we just flipped from like real cold weather to suddenly hot weather. And so training wise, if you can, I mean, you're trying to get out in the morning because what happens basically is if you start running later on in the day and it's like 25 to 30 degrees or even more than 30 degrees, the sun is so strong here and probably in other places too. What happens is you bake and your head gets really hot.
Right.
Your head's just getting like massively radiated by the sun. So your head gets hot, signal goes straight to the brain, and the deep part of the brain says, I don't like this very much.
Okay.
And it will regulate what happens from that point on. So I've seen it with people trying to run these workouts in hot weather, and there's basically just the ceiling for their performance in the workout is no longer here, it's more like here because the brain says no, we're not going to output 100% or anything close to 100%. We're going to make sure that you don't cook yourself, so we're going to set the bar here. So then you can't really do as much in a workout. If it's an easy run, it doesn't matter, but if it's a tough run, you're going to feel the difference.
Yeah, okay.
So if you go at like 6, 7 in the morning when it's cool, you're able to access that other level and do the workouts sort of close to normal.
Okay.
So that's a real key thing. And also remember that the coolest time is really early in the morning. If you go out in the evenings, you might think, it's going to be like it's going to be.
That's
like,
what I was wondering.
It's going to be like the morning. It's going to be like cool.
Yeah, but
no, it isn't.
No, okay.
Because basically all that hot air, heat in the ground, and then the hot air close to the ground is still there in the evening. So even when the sun goes down, it doesn't cool off that quick. It's not until you've gone through the night time, the coolest temperatures are very early in the morning. So the morning always beats the evening.
Okay.
For that kind of stuff. And then of course the other thing is pretty obvious, which is hydration.
Well, I was going to ask you hydration, nutrition, electrolytes. Okay.
Right.
And let's talk racing now. Let's talk,
okay.
and specifically, let's say the Calgary Marathon weekend.
Yeah.
Which is only a week and a half away now, and I'm sure a lot of runners are sort of interested. I mean, it could be an overcast, fairly reasonable day, but it could be a cooker. Okay.
You've got a plan for the worst.
So let's just go through each distance quickly. 5K, 10K, half, and full on a hot day. I mean, and this isn't just. I mean, obviously Calgary's fairly early in the year, but we hear stories after story. Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been hot on a number of years. You've got these races, even Edmonton, coming up, where it can be a major issue. So the 5K, let's just say anything.
Sure.
I mean, it's a short distance.
Yeah.
Anything to do there specifically, or just?
You got to be hydrated before.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
night before or morning of the race, stay hydrated. Don't let yourself get carried away with organisation, and then you forget like 2 hours later you haven't really drunk anything.
Okay.
So you got to stay hydrated for sure there. 5K it's not as important, so it's less than the other races.
So really just
my gut feel on you should. I mean, it depends on how long you're taking to get around, but you may want to take, like, if it's a real hot day, like it's a 30-degree day, then you may want to take about halfway around, like 2.5K, just grab a cup and just drink it quick.
Yeah.
Nothing much though.
No. Just another question on gear. Okay, just quickly. You know,
that's a good point, actually.
obviously short singlet. I mean, but a hat or not a hat?
Yeah, the thing is.
Are you a hat guy?
Yes, because what I've noticed here is the sun is really strong here.
Okay.
And again, what happens is, if you're really fair skinned, it doesn't matter so much. But if you're not, if you have darker skin especially, you're going to cook basically.
Okay.
So what the hat does. See, and the other thing about the hat is, so you're covering up the head so that the head doesn't cook so much. I've seen a lot of people wearing black hats. And I'm like,
good point.
Not a good plan. Try and
white?
Try and wear a white hat.
Okay, good point. No, I mean, it may sound obvious, but I think it's, you know, as we head towards the race day, I'm the same. I tend to kind of forget things, but a white hat makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So, for example, with Bernard, he used to run in a black cap, and I said to him, like, we're not going to be using that anymore, so we're going to get him a white cap instead.
Oh, good. Okay, interesting.
And it's really got to be a cap, because you can't really realistically run in anything bigger.
No.
So it's going to
a cap with a lid, not a little thin toque thing, or
no.
This is an actual with a lid. Okay,
and,
good.
Yeah, so that's all kind of smart stuff to do. What you'll find is the cap may make you feel a bit claustrophobic on your head.
Yeah.
But it's probably actually better than your head just cooking.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other tactic, which goes through all the different race distances, is using water. Because you're looking to try and move heat away from the surface of the body as quick as possible.
Okay.
So water does that because it conducts that heat away. So it's always a good tactic to go past a water station.
All right.
And just grab the cup and throw it over your head.
Okay, so this is great. So no matter what, I mean, even a 5K, right?
Even a 5K, because I noticed last year in the 5K it was hot in Calgary.
Yeah.
And people were starting to cook it even at 2.5K.
Yeah, well, this is it, because you're hammering.
Yeah, you're hammering, but it's also the buildings downtown. They'll reflect heat. The ground is pushing back up at you.
Yeah.
And you don't realise you're going to cook until you're 2.5K round. You're like, I'm really hot.
Yeah.
And then just grab a cup of water. You don't have to stop. You just run past, grab the water, throw it over your head, done. And
the other thing, obviously, is sponges, which are great. Grab a sponge.
If you can get one. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have them there sometimes.
Yeah.
So really, you know, keep the head as cool as possible. Yeah. Because again, that's the regulator, right? This is the trick.
The brain's right there.
Yeah, this is where the
exactly. It doesn't really care. It doesn't matter if your legs and your feet get hot, your hands get hot. No one cares. It's just it's right cool. Here. Like, you got to be careful.
And obviously, as we go longer, 10, a half, a full, you got to regulate your intake of hydration.
Yes.
What about electrolytes?
Electrolytes. Again, when you get to the longer distances.
Yeah, you really
especially if you're out running for an hour plus.
Yes.
Then it becomes this issue again. You're sweating so much that the sodium part of the electrolyte group is moving out through the sweat. And that's what you see a lot of. You know, someone's been sweating, they've been running for an hour, and you see like the white kind of layer on the skin,
like the salt.
That is basically the sodium. So for people running like 5K, it's not an issue, but for the people running an hour plus, then it is an issue. How do you get around it? Well, sometimes it depends on the race. Like sometimes on the course they'll have something other than water. They'll have something else.
Yeah, they will use that Gatorade.
Yeah, normally, in a cup.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
And otherwise, other people, they choose to carry something with them, or you can try and have a bunch before the race, and then have more in the store, so that when you deplete, they're still at a high level.
Okay.
But if you can on these races, I think certainly Calgary, there are places where you can go and actually grab something that's not water and drink it, and that should help.
That should help you.
Yeah.
And I guess in very hot conditions, when you finish, you've really got to replenish, right?
Yeah.
That's key, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you finish, you can't be chatting to your buddies, and you know, you got to get some stuff down you, right?
Yeah, exactly that. We were Mother's Day 10K was on Sunday. It was quite warm again. I mean, it was almost 30 degrees.
Yeah.
There was a 5K as well, and that's exactly it. Like as soon as you cross the line, that is your opportunity immediately to start doing something about it. If you don't, you'll find yourself dragging the rest of the day.
Okay.
Maybe getting headaches, maybe not feeling great the rest of the day. But if you just cross that line and then you just sort out that problem immediately, then you're good afterwards.
Good. So basically, on a hot day racing, get that white hat on.
Yeah.
Get water on the head.
Yeah.
Cool the head down.
Yeah.
And that will definitely help your performance.
Yeah, those things are all
good.
Little
Excellent.
things, important.
Good. Excellent. Thank you, Malc.
Cool.
Till next time.
All right. Yeah.